जब आप खड़े हो, ठीक है, एंड आप गिर गए नीचे, यू आर ऑन योर नीज। फिर बहुत मेहनत करके आप खड़े हुए, लेकिन कोई आया और उसने क्या बोलते, खीले बोलते हैं, हथौड़ा लिया और आपकी नीज पे ठोक दिया। आप फिर से नीचे गिर गए और उसने क्या किया, नीचे ठोक दिया आपको, आप उठ नहीं पा रहे हो, ठीक है। लेकिन फिर वो निकाल के आप वापस उठे, फिर कोई आया, उसने आपको धक्का दे दिया और आप पूरे नीचे गिर गए।
At just 21, life took an unexpected turn for Ritika Sapani. This is her inspiring journey through Hodgkin's lymphoma, a story of courage, resilience, and hope. What started as a minor discomfort led to a life-altering diagnosis. Her journey began with a simple suspicion, turning into a reality she never expected.
So cancer entered in my life back in 2019 when I was just 21 out of college. So I just came for a wedding after my graduation from college, and I experienced a small tension in the left upper arm, in the underarm area. So I ignored it. I thought we were dancing, maybe it's a muscle strain or something, so I ignored it. And after a day, I had a small fever, only a 3 to 4 hour fever episode, and that's just it. I took a paracetamol. I thought maybe due to exertion or anything I am experiencing this. After 2 days, I experienced a very small node or a swelling in my underarm area on the left side only. So I went to a doctor. I went to an endocrinologist, and I met him. He told me it's just maybe an allergic reaction or a swelling. You take these antibiotics and you'll be fine. After 1 or 2 months, I experienced that jo node thi, it has swelled to a very bigger size. It was the size of a tennis ball, kind of a tennis ball. I touched it. It was a little harder, but it was not movable. And it was not paining. It was not painful. So I thought it's not much because it's not paining. But still, I first went to a surgical doctor. He straight away recommended me to go to meet an oncologist in the same hospital. I went there. I was working. I was living alone in Delhi, and I went alone to the hospital. And then just the name of oncologist was enough to scare me. But still I went. So he examined me and he straight away went that you have chances that you have cancer. I asked again, are you sure? Are you serious? I'm just 21. I don't smoke. I don't drink. How it is possible? So he told me that you'll have to go through some tests. So I first had my FNAC. तो उसमें कुछ नहीं आया. फिर मुझे डॉक्टर ने बोला, now you'll have to go through a biopsy because of course node का size बढ़ा है. तो I went through a biopsy. जब biopsy का result clear आया, sure हो गए थे डॉक्टर कि अच्छा मुझे कैंसर है, and it's Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Facing the word cancer at 21 is unimaginable. She felt her world crash.
So मेरी फैमिली में सबको पता चल गया कि okay, it's cancer, it's lymphoma. So there are 2 kinds of lymphomas. One is HL, Hodgkin's lymphoma. Another is non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. फिर मैंने उसको गूगल करके दिखाया कि देख Hodgkin's lymphoma को गूगल भी good cancer बोल रहा है. फिर I went to this medical oncologist here in my city, and then from the next day only, I did my first chemotherapy.
She started her treatment journey with chemotherapy. She persevered through multiple rounds of treatments.
And then I went on to have 12 rounds of chemotherapy, which are the initial treatment options. Earlier, मुझे PET scan का कोई idea नहीं था, CT scan का कोई idea नहीं था. Without a PET scan, without a CT scan, मुझे straight away I did my first chemotherapy.
Even after a brief period of hope, the battle with relapse began. After remission, the fight continued.
So my initial treatment, which lasted for around 6 months, I went and had my first PET scan, and then I went to the doctor to show him my first PET scan report, and then he told me that you're not fine. It is refractory, means the initial round of treatment did not work for you. So after that, I was of course devastated. I thought my life could return to normal, but no. For the refractory Hodgkin's lymphoma, I went on to have salvage chemotherapy. Salvage chemotherapy is basically when you cannot get cured through initial treatment. So when I was on my salvage chemotherapy, I was on steroids also. So after my steroids, I gained around 20 to 25 kgs, which is a very big number. My face was all puffed up due to radiation, because the radiation happened in this area. So I lost all my hair this side. So कीमो के बाद मेरे हेयर ग्रो थोड़े हो गए थे, बिकॉज उस टाइम ये वाली जो सैल्वेज कीमोथेरेपी से हेयर लॉस नहीं हुआ, बट तो मुझे लगा मेरे बाल पूरे आने वाले हैं, वापस आ गए थे. आई हैड लाइक बॉय कट, बट देन रेडिएशन हुआ तो वापस मेरे बाल चले गए. वो मुझे बहुत दिनों बाद पता चला कि अच्छा इधर बॉल्ड स्पॉट है, तो वो थोड़ा स्कैरी था. आई स्टार्टेड रिसर्चिंग ऑन माई सेल्फ कि क्या ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शंस है और बाहर लोग क्या ट्रीटमेंट लेते हैं. तो आई गॉट कनेक्टेड टू सम फेसबुक ग्रुप्स of US and UK cancer patients, और इंडिया के भी कुछ कैंसर पेशेंट्स से मैंने बात करी.
She explored newer treatment options, including advanced therapies that guided her toward remission. To safeguard her recovery, she continued with maintenance therapy, taking thoughtful steps to reduce the risk of relapse.
So I had my bone transplant back in December 2021. It was an autologous bone marrow transplant. Bone marrow transplant was one of the most difficult times of my life because I was put in like a pura plastic bag ka scenario, and then my mom was not allowed to come near me. She was there with me in the hospital, but I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. Cerelac खाती थी मैं, ये सब भी था. पानी नहीं पी सकते थे बिकॉज बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स होता है एंड एवरीथिंग. एंड आफ्टर दैट आई वाज इन रिमिशन. के बीच में भी मैं वेट मेरा गेन कंटिन्यूसली होता रहा बिकॉज मेरी बॉडी इतनी एक्टिव नहीं थी. इन 2023 आई फर्स्ट वेंट टू द जिम. मैं जिम गई एंड मेरे लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट था जिम जाना बिकॉज आई हैड शॉर्ट हेयर, फुल फुटबॉल साइज का था मैं एंड एवरीथिंग. तो गई मैं, बट स्टिल मैंने करेज गैदर किया. 1.5 kg के डंबल से मैंने लिफ्टिंग स्टार्ट करी. थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ ना कुछ किया. तो देन आई हैव बीन वर्किंग आउट फॉर अ ईयर नाउ.
She had a lot of unmet needs during her ARM RHL journey, from needing appropriate counseling to psychosocial therapy, from needing a support group to financially accessible treatments and more.
So some of the major issues that I faced while going through my chemotherapy and cancer treatment, first was that I was not well aware of what Hodgkin's lymphoma is or what actually cancer is. If I had someone who could have told me that, while going through chemotherapy, these are the things that you can do to keep your mental health in check, or these are the things that you should eat. Second was that when I was going through chemotherapy, so being someone who's 21 or 22, जब कैंसर हुआ तो आई थॉट मेरी लाइफ पॉज हो गई है. आई वॉज एट स्टेशन एट वन प्लेस, बट जो मेरे आसपास लोग थे या जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे उनकी सबकी लाइफ चल रही थी. वन थिंग दैट नॉट एवरीवन रियलाइज इज कैंसर इज वेरी फाइनेंशियली ड्रेनिंग. इंडिया में ये प्रॉब्लम आई थिंक सो बहुत ज्यादा है कि कैंसर को एम्प्लॉयर्स डिसेबिलिटी कंसिडर तो करते हैं कि अच्छा इसको कैंसर है तो ये अच्छे से काम नहीं कर पाएगी, इसका ध्यान नहीं होगा, मेंटल इश्यूज भी होंगे, फिजिकल इश्यूज होंगे तो छुट्टियां बहुत लेगी, दिस एंड दैट. बट गवर्नमेंट ने कोई स्टेटस तो दे नहीं रखा कैंसर को कि इट्स शुड बी कंसिडर्ड अ डिसेबिलिटी.
Her journey was filled with lots of ups and downs, but she pushed through with a lot of support from people around her.
तो इट्स लाइक दिस कि पहले कैंसर हुआ, मैं नीचे गिर गई, फिर मैं उठी, फिर रिफ्रैक्टरी, फिर वापस मैं नीचे गिर गई, फिर मैं मस्त रिविजन में आई वाज लिविंग माय लाइफ डूइंग एवरीथिंग एंड दिस एंड दैट. बट देन फिर वापस रिलैप्स हो गया. बट फिर स्टिल जब मैं पूरी गिरी उसके बाद आई स्टूड अप अपनी फैमिली के सपोर्ट से, अपने कम्युनिटी के सपोर्ट से. सो आई ऑलवेज टेल पीपल लाइफ अबाउट कैंसर कैन ऑल्सो बी वेरी एक्सट्रावेगेंट एंड अमेजिंग. बाय मेरा मेंटेनेंस खत्म हुआ उसके बाद, जैसे ही मेरा BMT भी हुआ ना, BMT मेरा दिसंबर में हुआ, तो मैं अराउंड अप्रैल में जस्ट आई वाज ऑन मेंटेनेंस. उस टाइम भी मेरे छोटे छोटे बाल थे, फुल हेल्दी, बट मैं गोवा घूम गया. तो नाउ आई ट्राई टू लिव एवरी डे लाइक इट्स माई लास्ट. So I do everything and anything that I want to do. So life after cancer can be very beautiful.
Ritika's journey highlights the strength it takes to overcome cancer and the vital importance of a strong support system. Her story reminds us of the need for more comprehensive care, counseling, mental health support, psychosocial therapy, and guidance on lifestyle and nutrition. Together, let's work to address these unmet needs, supporting cancer patients not only with medical care, but with empathy, understanding, and the resources they need to rebuild their lives. Let Ritika's courage inspire us to stand beside every patient, ensuring that no one faces this journey alone.